How's it going, YouTubers? This is Garrett again. Today I'm actually going to do a product review. I know I haven't posted a whole lot of gun related videos lately, but I'm not quite the millionaire I'd like to be. But I saw a nifty product on, I don't even remember where I heard about it, the Caldwell brass catcher. It's just a little, it's simple enough. You could probably make one, but I was lazy and this looks a little bit sharper. It's just a little pouch here. With a stiff wire frame that holds it in a square shape. You put it over your ejection port. It's got a hook and loop fastener here that you just put around your foregrip. I'm going to be using my Wyndham weaponry HBC AR-15. It's chambered in 5.56 NATO, and that's what we're going to be firing out of it. So there should be 30. There might be a little bit less, but there should be close to 30 rounds in this magazine. This is supposed to hold up to 60. So I'm just going to fire all of them that are in this magazine, see if there's any problems with maybe one of them hitting an edge and bouncing back in. They say you can scoot it forward and backward if you need to. I've kind of scooted it back to where it looks like the whole ejection port's pretty well covered, and I've got the brass deflector inside the opening as well. When it's full, you want to empty it, they've got a little zipper on the bottom here. So I'm just going to waste some ammo. I'm not going to shoot at anything in particular, and we'll see how this thing acts. Alright, first note, if you have not opened your your port cover before attaching it, it may catch on the inside of the pouch. And there is a little bit of a gap here. You can see that. I've got my standard A2 style foregrips, and after that I will throw these Midwest Industries Picatinny rails on the front and put it on with those and see if maybe it fits better or worse with different foregrips. But we've got a round in there. Let's get ready to roll. Empty magazine, pouch full of brass. Didn't have any failure to feed or eject. That was one of my concerns, was that maybe a cartridge would hit this little area here and maybe kind of bounce back in and cause it to jam. But no problems. Give me a few minutes, we'll swap 4 ends, put another 30 rounds down range and see how it acts. Alrighty, so for the second volley here, I've got Midwest Industries Picatinny rails on the front instead of my standard foregrips. I'm going to use the Wyndham weaponry aluminum 30 round magazine. We might have an issue because of this magazine. I think I dropped it at one point and I had a misfeed or two, but I thought I'd give it a shot because I didn't remember if it was this one. I've got another aluminum magazine, so this is a dual purpose kind of thing. I also don't like the aluminum ones because they rattle a lot when you move. I did notice that with the Picatinny rails on front, that gap that between the pouch and the receiver is a lot smaller. You still have a little bit of one on the bottom here that I can't quite seem to shrink it up, but I don't think that's going to be an issue once we start putting rounds through it. So we got 30 rounds in here. We're going to send down range at whatever tree stump, whatever, you know, or pile of dirt has pissed me off the most, and see if it can take a second 30 rounds. Ooh, that's warm. So there's another 30 rounds. No problems whatsoever. I do have a little bit of gas in my eyes. I guess I should have worn eye pro. But and when it's full, all you do is you walk over here. I know I flagged you, but it's empty. And just, there you go. Now, for those of you asking, why in the world would you need something like this if you don't reload? Well, this is something that I have recently learned. I live here in eastern Kentucky. There's 2 or 3 scrap metal yards within just a few miles here. Yellow brass, like that, over $1, sometimes $2 plus per pound. So even if you don't reload your ammunition, collect your brass in a bucket, and especially if you shoot a lot, and take it to the scrap metal yards. But this is Garrowin. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to post them below. I'll get to them as quick as I can, or if necessary. Remember, this is the Caldwell brand brass catcher. And that's exactly what it's called. It's not called anything too scientific. It just catches your AR-15 brass. So yeah, this is Garrowin out. Y'all have a good one.